Hello everybody and welcome to the channel Crossing Spiritual Streams. My name's Tandra and today we are doing our predictions for July of 2022. What kinds of things might you run into during the month, how you might feel about things, maybe some advice, some situations might crop up, things like that. So we're going to be doing that for July. And we do have our 3 stands here for you to choose from. We have our 3 piles. The first pile here is with the blue stone. The second pile is with the pink stone. And the third pile is with the yellow stone. And we will be doing our tarot cards with these. We're going to do our mixed emojis to find out about some feelings. We have our romance tarot to look into your romantic life a little bit more in depth. We will also be doing oracle spheres, where you can think of a yes or no question you get an answer to. Angel numbers, where the angels can get an opportunity to tell you some things to pay attention to, or get lucky numbers for the month, things like that. And then we'll be doing our charms as well. So we've got a lot going on today. So it's best to go with your gut instinct and picking which pile has the messages for you and what's going on for you in 2022 of July. So we will give you some time to reflect, and then when you're ready, we'll see you at your reading. Hello, Pile 1. Welcome to your reading on July of 2022. What kind of situations might crop up? What kind of emotions might you have? What are some things to look out for or to think about? Maybe even some advice on how to deal with different things. And we're going to look at your tarot cards here. We also have the romantic tarot cards to get an idea of how your romantic life might play out for the month. We also will be doing charms, oracle spheres, and angel numbers. So you can be thinking of a yes or no question that you can answer to and all of that. And excuse me just a second here. My puppy is trying to make a bed and she's having some troubles. All right, you guys are the ones that chose the blue stone here. And we will get into it and find out what we can about July of 2022. Okay. We have the 4 of Pentacles, the 4 of Wands, the Knight of Swords, the Shadow side, the Knight of Swords again, okay, the 6 of Swords, the 9 of Pentacles, the Sun card, the Knight of Cups, and you've got thankful and annoyed. Okay. Well, I think I know where those are going based on what I was getting for the reading here. The first thing I think you're going to be spending some time on this month, or at least focusing on a lot of the month, is making sure that you are set up for any kind of future endeavors, that you have enough money saved aside, that you've set down a good foundation so that you're ready for what comes next. You're ready for any kind of, turbulence or other issues, that kind of thing. I really feel like a good portion of your month is going to be focused on those types of areas of making sure that you're well protected, well taken care of, are able to handle any kind of, problems. I get the feeling that you've had some issues in the past and you're at the point where you don't want to be caught flat-footed and you're wanting to spend some time making sure that everything is set up okay and that you are really ready to handle whatever comes your way. Okay. I think that's where the thankful comes in. I think you're going to be thankful that you have the resources to do this. Things might not go your way every minute of it. I think that's where the annoyed comes in. I think you're going to be I think there's going to be some obstacles, like little things that crop up that are going to, make your plans kind of go a little bit of awry, or little things are going to crop up that are going to keep annoying you because you're not going to be able to just clearly get to your goal and go there. I really do feel like you're going to set a lot of goals this month. I think you have a lot of really good ideas of how to organize your life and how to. That's the other thing. I get the feeling you kind of want to organize things. You want to make things more peaceful, more calm, more comfortable. And you will probably have little things getting in your way. You won't be able to find the right tools, or something will crop up and you'll have to deal with that instead of what you're wanting to work on. Things like that might happen quite a bit during the month. They're going to be just minor annoyances, just things that aren't going to make your straight path go the way you'd like. But you will be focusing a lot on making things more, like I said, a good foundation, a good, protective mode, a good cushion, not just financially, but just in a lot of ways, emotionally, and, like I said, organizing your life in such a way that you feel like you can handle things as they come along. That's going to be a pretty big focus of yours this month, and something you're going to spend quite a bit of time on. I think you're going to be feeling quite the thankful part. I really feel like you're going to feel thankful that you have the resources to actually accomplish this and make this happen, because in the past that may not have been an option of yours, and now that you've got enough that you can at least set this up a little bit, I think you're going to feel a lot, very thankful for that, and very happy that you're able to do that, because it's going to make you feel a lot better about every aspect of your life, basically being able to do this. So I think that's just going to be a big focus of yours during the month, is just organizing things, protecting yourself against any kind of problems or catastrophes. Like I said, setting up a good foundation for the future. You're going to have a lot of good ideas this month. It's going to be a really good idea month for you. A lot of things are going to go, you go, wow, if I do this, I'll be really happy. This will make things easier. This will, work out a lot better. I'm really going to be glad I did that. I have a lot of things in my life that kind of crop up that way that I'll just start doing, or I'll decide to do. It's just an idea, and then I'll start doing it, and then like even months later, I'll look at it and go, wow, I'm really glad I did that, or I'm really glad that came along, or I'm really glad I set that up that way. Minor things, little things, but they're ones that really make you a lot happier, because either you're more organized, or you're more set up to deal with issues, or it makes something in your life easier or flow better, and it just makes you happier because you're able to do that. Just, smaller things in life, not really necessarily big, huge things. I mean, there might be a couple of bigger things. You might set up an IRA account, or, an education account for your children, or something like that. There could be some bigger things involved as well. But mostly I think it's just going to be things just to make your life easier, better, happier. You're going to feel more solid, I guess is the word I'm thinking of, that kind of thing. So there you go. Let's take a look at your romantic life for the month. Let's see, specifically dealing with any kind of partners or dating situations, or anything like that that might be going on. Let's see. Okay, well, we do have the Five of Cups. That sometimes can indicate some fighting or some strife. But we also have the Ten of Wands. That's letting go of burdens. That's, completing things up and having things go pretty well. We also have the Knight of Wands as well. And you had the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Swords. So, for the most part, I feel like you might have some conflicts, but they're going to be the more of that annoying kind, like maybe just little snippets of fights and things. If you have a significant other, or somebody that you're with, you're going to have little tidbits of, things crop up, and that might be part of the annoyed part of your month. as well. If you're not with somebody, I think this is an okay month for you to be in a relationship. But I feel like most of what you're going to be going through this month will be very settled in type of energies. So mostly for those of you that are with somebody, it's kind of settling into a long-term thing. More, like I said, more settled, where you're comfortable with each other. You're, helping each other out. It's a very, trying to think of the word I'm really thinking of here, but it's very much a, trying to think of, I can't think of the word I want to use. It's not just partnership, but it's basically comfortable is the word I'm thinking of. It does have some passion involved, but it's mostly a good settled in, the passion you feel for somebody that you've loved for a long time. So I don't think there's going to be a lot of new relationships happening for most of you this month, or anything like that going on. I think that's not going to be a huge focus of yours this month. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at your charms and see what else we can find out about the month. And see what else might crop up here. Okay. Well, yeah, we have the 4 again. That is showing that foundation that we were talking about. That is showing that getting settled in, coming up with solutions to things, that kind of thing. That is definitely a focus of yours this month. You've got the 6 of Swords again. So once again, you've had some issues that you don't want to repeat. You want to make sure that you can handle that if something like that happens again, that you're protected, that you're able to move forward, that that you can come out of it with not a lot of issues or coming out almost unscathed. That's going to be a big focus of yours this month, is being in that energy, because you've also got the 9 of Wands here. And then you have the King of Diamonds. And the King of Diamonds is nice because you also have the Key of Diamonds. So this might be a month that you actually have some, not wealth necessarily, but some resources coming your way that makes it a little easier for you to set up some of these things, or you've done a good job of saving and now you have enough that you can do something with. Something like that is definitely on the horizon here, or definitely a possibility for you guys to make things a little easier for you. You're going to be pretty tenacious in the stuff that you're doing with your bulldog. You also have the starfish and the butterfly. And to me, these indicate some changes that you're wanting to make, some permanent life changes. And like I said, most of them are going to be smaller things to make your life more comfortable or easier, or flow a little bit better, things like that. But there's still changes that are working for you and are making you happy in your life. And just sometimes those little changes add up, excuse me, to big changes, or to big feelings or big things happening. So keep that in mind. We also have the Shine Like the Stars. So this is a good month for you to kind of shine. This is a good month for you to show the good ideas and the other things that you have. Like I said, this could just be organizing your closet. This could be, setting things straight more, financially, or coming up with good, business plan to invest in, or, anything like that. This is just a really good month for a lot of your good ideas to come forward, and work with those. We do have some initials or letters. We have C, Y, and J, or C, J, and Y. Those could be initials if you know anybody with those initials or have some significance to you. They could also, sorry guys, I'm having a little trouble catching my breath at the moment. They could also be beginnings of words or other things like that. That happens sometimes with the letters. I'll let you guys kind of work with those a lot on your own. One of the things I get from the letters, a feeling I'm getting, is working on your own, doing your own thing, listening to your own advice, that kind of thing. You know, I'm thinking almost of DIY type of things. You know, do it yourself kind of month. It's definitely that energy, where you're gonna be, you know, working a lot on improving things in your life yourself. So. That's what I see there for the month. We can go ahead and we'll go on to our oracle spheres and our angel numbers and find out what we can get from those. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is our oracle spheres. This is where we have 4 stands, blue, bronze, green, and purple. You pick a stand that you like the best. You think of a yes or no question that you would like to ask and get an answer to. And then after you've picked your stand and asked your question, we will get your answers here. All right, so number 1, blue, is a not likely. Number 2, bronze, is a not now. Number 3, green, is also a not now. And number 4, purple, is a probable. So we have a not now, well, not likely, then a not now, and then a probable. So there you go. There's your oracle sphere answers. All right. Now let's do our angel numbers. What these are is each number has its own resonance, its own meanings involved with it. We have numbers 1 through 55 here, and we have 5 stands. We have purple, bronze, green, silver, and gold. You decide which stand, and you can pick more than one if you'd like, but which, at least one stand, that you would like to get your angel number on. And what that number does is you can go out to the internet and type in an angel number, whatever, you know, the number happens to be, and it will give you a meaning for that number. It will give you an idea of what the angels would like for you to look out for the month, what themes might be cropping up, what, you know, things to pay attention to are. And that's something that it can do. Also, some people feel compelled to get more than one number. So there might be more than one message. Some people like all 5 numbers, or they like to use them as lucky numbers for the month, or other things like that. So we'll let you guys kind of work with these numbers any way that you wish, or that you're the most comfortable with, okay? All right, so number 1, purple, is a 5. That change number again. Number 2, bronze, is 34. Number 3, green, is 30. Number 4, silver, is 14. And number 5, gold, is a 2. So we have 5, 34, 30, 14, and 2. So there's your angel numbers for the month. Wow, guys, thank you so much for being here. Hopefully you have some good messages of the kind of things going on for next month. Please remember to give the video a thumbs up, share the channel with your friends and family, leave us comments in the comment section, and check out our other videos. We have lots of timeless tarot videos up on the channel. Also, you can check us out over on Facebook, TikTok, and Patreon. If you'd like to sign up on Patreon, you can sign up for as little as $1 a month, and you get access to exclusive videos and a free personalized reading. So that is what we're offering at the moment. So we look forward to seeing you again in other videos. We do put 2 videos out a week for YouTube, so we will see you again. May the stars guide your path. Bye-bye. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading on July of 2022. You chose the pink stone. And we've got your tarot cards and emoji cards and so forth here, where we're going to find out about your month. We also have the romance tarot here to find out a little bit more about your romantic life. We have our charms to help us out with this as well. And then we'll be doing the oracle spheres, where you can think of a yes or no question that you'd like to get an answer to. And then also the angel numbers for the month. give the angels an opportunity to tell you anything they'd like for you to pay attention to, or anything that might be something for you to do during the month as well. All right, so let's take a look here and let's see what we've got going on for July of 2022. Alrighty, let's see here. We've got the Four of Cups, the Justice card, the Five of Wands, the Ten of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, the Eight of Cups, the Tower card, and then the Page of Cups. All right, and then we've got determined and positive. Okay, good. Those are good qualities to have because you are at a cusp event. You are where things are changing up in your life this month. You've completed a phase. You've completed a section of your life. You've completed a project, a phase keeps being the word I keep thinking of. But basically, something in your life could be work related, but it's not necessarily. It's more of you've hit a point where things are going to change up and you're going to move on to something different. Either, I keep getting the word stalemate keeps coming to mind in that maybe you're kind of at a stuck motion, at kind of a point in your life in which you need to pivot because you're blocked going forward and you really can't go backward, or you really wouldn't want to anyway. So it's time for you to kind of change course up some. It's time for you to change up your thinking process, change up the way you do things, change up what you're working on, that kind of thing. And it is possible that however you've done things in the past, or whoever you've worked with in the past on some things, may try to continue that relationship or keep trying to work with you. They can, it's possible, but it's not necessarily the best. I really feel like the best is to kind of not cut all ties, but basically go the new direction your own way, your own path, the way you want to do things, not the way other people want to do things or other people's advice, things like that. If you want to utilize the resources at your fingertips or at your hand, do so. But if utilizing those compromises the way you want to do things, if it doesn't let you do things the way that you think they ought to be done, then maybe you don't want to do that. Okay, so that might take some thinking, some thought, try to think of the right word, some ideas coming to your mind, or that kind of thing. It's a really good month for starting out new things, looking at new opportunities, taking the blindfold off, getting out of the rut, the stalemate that you're in. Being determined and positive will help with that this month. So this is a really good month to accomplish these things, because if you are determined and positive, it's a really good time for you to move forward in your life. And that's really the energy that you're in. You have a couple of pages. You got the Page of Swords and the Page of Cups. So this is good ideas, good feelings, good emotions, so forth. Pages are good starts to that. They're good, momentum, moving forward kind of thing. You do have the Tower, which usually shows some kind of big upheaval or big change, or something happening to force you into a change, or force you into a different way of thinking or other things, because, you kind of don't have a choice after the Tower moment happens. We do have a few, we do have the Ten of Wands, which kind of shows, the completion energy of finishing up a really hard task, that kind of thing. We do have the Four of Cups, which also shows that it may be hard for you to see opportunities in front of you. You also have the Justice, which is blindfolded as well. So it may be hard for you to see through the rubble of the tower, through the change that's happening, to see what's out there, what's being offered, what's available to you, things like that. That may be really hard for you to see. So it's a good idea to open your eyes. It's a good idea to go with some new ideas, new thought processes, and other things like that. Because it is a really, really good month to change things up and look at things from a brighter, positive attitude and be able to utilize that into your best advantage. So that's pretty cool. That's going to be something cool for you to work on there. Let's go ahead and look at your charms. See what else about this month we might come across or learn more about. And then we can do your Oracle Spheres and your Angel numbers. Okay. Well, we do have the 2. The 2 to me can show possibly getting help or guidance or having family members and significant others and people like that really work with you on your side, really help you through this. That is something you do have available to you. Also getting that balance between the sun and the moon, which we have here, is really good. You have the justice scales there, and then once again, that's coming out level, that's coming out even, that's coming out, fair-wise. You want to have the things that you're working out to come out kind of more even and more fairly and so forth. So that's something for you to think of. You do have the mermaid, which once again denotes change. When things happening that way. We also have the unicorn, which is uniqueness. I think you might have a lot of really good unique ideas, some unique other things like that come to you this month. So that's something interesting. We have the stay curious. And we also have the 4-leaf clover for love. So you might have some good lucky and love situations going on. We do have the elephant, that is a strength symbol. It's also, I always see it as family and intelligence. When I think of elephants, it's the first 2 words that come to mind is their family or their herd. They really care about their society and, and where they live and all that. And then they're very strong. They're very, very, very strong animals. They can lift a lot. They can carry a lot. They, and then I also think of intelligence because they are very, very smart animals. But they're very loving as well. And that is something for your reading, could be very useful. Being strong, being, that determined that we were talking about earlier, not letting anything really stand in your way of doing what you want this month. But also, you've got the unicorn, which shows uniqueness and all that. And sometimes being unique or being yourself or going your own way or going the way you would like to do things can be very difficult and take a lot of strength and a lot of determination and so forth. So I kind of see that with the elephant there, that you'll have that. We also have the star, which, is a good, nice wish symbol. It's a good luck symbol, that kind of thing. You do have the 8 of Pentacles and the 8 of Wands. So that's really good manifestation cards. It's really good work cards and doing things with work-related issues. So if this is a work-related matter that we're talking about, it's a very, very good month to change up that and do different things with work or how you're doing things work-related wise. This would be a really good month to do those things. You do have the luxury car. That could mean travel. Could just mean the movement down the road, the change that we're talking about that you're going to go through. It also could mean a little bit of abundance or a little bit of having some extra money come your way. You did have the Six of Coins or the Six of Pentacles that could show that as well. So keep that in mind. You might have a little bit of unexpected money coming your way this month. That could be useful to you as well. I mean, not necessarily mega riches or anything, but, you know, just some unexpected money that could be useful to you. You have the I and the E. I always think IE as an example, like being an example. I think you can be a really good example to others this month in that going your own way, changing things up, working towards your goals and your happiness, and not letting anything stop you, being determined and so forth to get it done, and being positive attitude is that's a really good example for other people. And I think that is something that you guys can definitely manage this month a lot as well. All right, let's go ahead and we'll look at your Oracle spheres and your angel numbers. Oh, I also forgot to look at your romance cards too. We'll do that real quick. Yeah, let's take a look here real quick and see what might be going on in your romantic life this month, because we have all kinds of cards that flipped over. So let me find the other one that flipped over here, and we'll just look at all three of those. All right, let's see what we've got. Well, we've got the Magician. Okay. We've got the Knight of Wands, alrighty. And then the Four of Wands. Okay, well, this is a very good month for you romantically. You have the Magician, so you can manifest pretty much anything into your life romance-wise that you would really like to have. Or a lot of the things that you've been wishing for might come to you romantically. You do have the Four-Leaf Clover Love Key. So this is a really good month for you romantically. Some of you guys may even get married or proposed to this month, or set up housekeeping or life together. The Four of Wands kind of indicates that. You might also have a new person coming into your life that shows you a lot of passion and strength and other things. That might be one thing that's going to help you get through some of the things that you're working on this month and changing up things. It's also very possible a lot of you will have very new relationships this month if you're not already in a really good, stable relationship, or if you don't have a significant other. It's very possible and probable that you will start a new relationship this month. So that looks pretty good for you romantic-wise. I kind of like that. Set those over here. All right, let's take a look at your Oracle spheres. All right, we have 4 different stands. We have bronze, blue, purple, and green. You think of a yes or no question you'd like to get an answer to, and then you think of a yes or no question, and once you've got those figured out, then we'll get your answers. All right, so number 1, bronze, is a no. Number 2, blue, is a probable. Number 3, purple, is a very likely. And number 4, green, is a not sure. All right, so we've got a no, a probable, a very likely, and a not sure. So there's your Oracle sphere answers for your reading. Now let's take a look at your angel numbers. We have 5 different stands. We have silver, gold, green, purple, and bronze. You pick a stand, or at least one stand. Some people do pick more to get your number on. And when we get your angel numbers are 1 through 55, each number resonates with its own information. And if you type in angel number, whatever it happens to be, out on the internet, or follow one of the links in our description, it'll tell you what that number means, what it symbolizes, what is going on with that number. And that'll give you an idea of what the angels would like for you to look at for the month or pay attention to in more depth. Also, some people like to take the numbers and use all 5 numbers as lucky numbers, or pick out, a specific number to be a specific day in the month that's significant, something like that. So basically, it's whatever works out good for you guys, okay? All right, so number 1, silver's 31. Number 2, gold, is 22. Number 3, green, is 26. Number 4, purple, is 50. And number 5, bronze, is 18. So we have 31, 22, 26, 50, and 18. So thank you so much for being here and being part of the reading. We very much appreciate you guys. Do check out our other videos on the channel. We have lots of timeless tarot and lots of topics for you to check out. We also do put out videos on YouTube twice a week, so we would like to see you in the future for those. We'd love for you to share the channel with your friends and family and let them check out our videos. You can also follow us on Facebook, TikTok, and Patreon. If you sign up on Patreon for as little as $1 a month, you can get access to exclusive videos as well as get a free personalized reading right now. We're offering that. All right, guys, we look forward to seeing you again in other videos, and may the stars guide your path. Bye-bye. Hello, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading for July of 2022. What your month's going to be like, what kind of energies you're going to see, that kind of thing. You've got a yellow stone that you chose here. This is what you're going to focus on for the month, what kind of feelings, emotions, other things that might crop up, some different situations that might happen, that kind of thing. We do have your tarot cards and emoji cards here. We've got your romance tarot cards we're going to be looking at to get an idea of what your romantic life has to say for itself for July. Then we'll do your charms to get some better clarification maybe there. And then also do your oracle spheres where you can think of a yes or no question that you can get an answer to. We'll be doing that. And then we'll do your angel numbers. That's where the angels have an opportunity to tell you any kind of specific things they'd like to on that. So whatever numbers they let you know, whatever their specific meanings are. All right, so let's get started. Let's find out what we got going on for the month of July of 2022. We got the 10 of Cups. Great start. Great start. The 9 of Pentacles. Wow, okay. The 3 of Cups. My word. The King of Wands. The Ace of Swords. The Page of Wands. The 5 of Cups. The Death card, the 9 of Wands, and the 4 of Wands. And then we have annoyed, that's interesting, and then jealous. Okay, well this is interesting because half of the reading came out as things going very well. Emotionally, financially, new ideas coming your way, romantically, things be, very passionate and a lot of things like that just happening, just everything going pretty well. But then we started getting into the 5 of Cups, the Death card, the, annoyed card, the jealous, that kind of thing. So I do feel like there will be a portion of the month, and I don't know, I'm trying to find out whether it's the early part of the month or the later part of the month, because that will make a big difference as to how your month is going to be. And I really can't tell which it's going to be. But there's going to be a section of the month in which you are finishing things up, things are changing, you're going to be annoyed by stuff. You're going to be jealous of other people, possibly a romantic partner, but at least other people, of what they have and what's going on in their life. And you're going to feel that thing. Or people are going to be jealous of you. Okay, that's actually more of what I'm seeing. And that could annoy you, actually. I get the feeling that during the month, things are going to change up for you in a very good way. And the future looks really good from this point. Okay. So basically the kinds of things that are going to show up this month or happen are things that are almost life-changing scenarios. Things that are not just the mundane everyday humdrum, but things that can really rock your world. Things that can really change things up. There's a few things in your life that are going to come to an end, or that you won't need to focus on anymore, or you're not going to have to do much with. There's one or two things in your life that naturally is coming to an end. Okay. But that leaves room for other things to progress to their best potential, to, what they have available. I really see you being pretty emotionally happy, possibly fairly financially stable this month. I really feel like you're going to be very family oriented this month. Either because you have a family and you just want to spend a lot of time with them or pay attention to them, or you're going to be working towards getting a family or working on a family. That kind of issue. Family is going to be an important thing for you this month. And if it's not you having, a spouse or partner and children, this could deal with like your siblings and your parents and, family that way. Spending time with them, doing things with them, working with them, that kind of thing is something that I think you're going to spend some time on. I do still feel the jealousy towards you, more so than you feeling jealousy this month. And so I think a lot of that is people are going to be able to look out and see how things are going in your life and see that you're emotionally pretty happy, you're financially doing all right, your things in your life are going pretty well, you're pretty happy with them. And people are going to see that and get a little jealous of you because they're going to be like, how can you just be living so well when all this other stuff's going on and, I'm not doing really well and blah, 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 blah. That's the kind of jealousy I'm seeing. And like I said, I do think that will make you quite annoyed. I think you will be annoyed when you see that people are jealous of you. It'll annoy you in such a way that you're not going to work real hard to change their minds or do anything to change it up. But you are going to be kind of like, God, I wish you could have some of this too. Just go for it. And so it will annoy you that they will feel that jealousy for you. But a lot of times when you have things that other people don't have, emotional stability and, financial happiness and some other things like that, it does make people jealous, especially when they can outwardly see it in you. And I do feel like that is something that will happen this month quite a bit. You're going to, be able to outwardly show a lot of this emotion that you have here. Okay, let's take a look at your romance cards. Let's see how things are going to look up for you romantically, or whether what we were just talking about pertain to romance or your romantic life in any way. Okay, we got 4 cards this time. And let's see what they are. We've got the 7 of Pentacles. We got the Justice card. We got the 5 of Wands. And the 9 of Coins. Okay. The 7 and the 9 of Coins both indicate to me that there might be a little difficulties in your love life, but nothing that you can't handle, nothing that won't, work out okay. Matter of fact, I think you're going to be fairly stable in your romantic relations this month for the most part. Now, we also have the 5 of Wands, and we have the Justice card. So, it is possible that romantic-wise this month there will be some upheaval. This might be where the jealous, card comes into play. Somebody might, be jealous of what you have or what's going on in your life because you are so balanced and happy and so forth with the Justice card. And so it may come as a surprise to you that people will be jealous of you, and you won't know how to handle it or what to do with it. The advice on that is just to let it go and let that be their problem, not yours. Because there's no point in letting it be your problem. All right, let's go ahead and move on to our charms. Now, like I say, I think for the most part, your romantic life is going to be pretty good. Pretty stable and steady for most of you. You're just going to keep, building up your life and being pretty happy with it. If for some reason you're not that happy or you're ready to, move on pretty quickly and all, it's just because things are going so well in your life that it's sort of boring for, some people, and they, you know, sometimes you get a little bored and you're like, okay, let's move on, let's do something else, let's do something different. But for the most part, for you guys, it's things going pretty well, and things shaping up pretty well, things working, in a good way throughout most of your life for the month. So the biggest thing is that some things will be coming to an end, and you'll be, starting out some new things, but the new things aren't going to be a drastic change for you. It's just moving on to the next step, basically. It's the next step up. So it's not going to be anything super huge, different, mega, different. It's just good. Okay. But I do see a lot of really good energy flowing this month. A lot of really good happiness type of things happening this month. So a lot of that, like I said, people will have reason to be jealous of you because they can see how happy you are. So that sounds really good. I really like that idea. Let's go ahead and do your Oracle Spheres and your, Charms, Oracle Spheres, and Angel Numbers. Okay. Let's go ahead and do your Charms first. Let's see what we got. All right. This is a good creative month for you, and working with others, but definitely a good creativity month. We have the Purple Llama. We have the 3. 3s are good creative numbers. They're good creative energies. You might be finding out some more of what you're passionate about this month with the Salamander card there. So this is a good month for that. This is a good month to find your passions and what really, really matters to you. We have the 2 of Cups, which once again, you should do really well romantically and with your family that way. We do have the 8 of Wands. That is kind of a quick movement, swift movement kind of card. It's also manifesting what you want to see out of your life, and you do have that possibility in your charms to be able to manifest things. So if you haven't been doing that yet, you might want to work on that. Then we also have the Shooting Star, which is a really good Make-A-Wish. We have the tree, or the tree growing the way it should, the evergreen. And then we also have the Protected. So know that you are protected in this endeavor, and that you're going to be able to go on and go through it and do it, and not have a lot of bad nicks and cuts and bruises and other things happening metaphorically and physically for you. And then you have the K, which I think of okay, or things being all right, or working out for the better. That could be an initial, could mean something else specifically to you. So I let you guys kind of work on that on your own. All right, let's take a look at your Oracle Spheres. You have 4 different stands. Let's see how we want to do this here. All right, 4 different stands. We have green, purple, gold, and bronze. You think of a yes or no question that you'd like to get an answer to, and then we go get your answers. All right, number 1 is very likely. Number 2 is also very likely. Number 3 is a no. Goodness. Okay, there we go. And then number 4 is a not likely. So we have very likely, no, and not likely. So there's your Oracle Sphere answers. All right, let's move on to your angel numbers. This is where you pick a stand or more than one if you wish. We have 5 different stands. We have green, silver, bronze, blue, and purple. You pick a stand, and then we get our numbers for each stand. And then once you have your number, you go out and type in angel number, whatever it happens to be, and find out what the meaning of that number is. That will give you an idea of what the angels want you to look at, focus on, pay attention to, learn about, that kind of thing. Some people like to take all 5 numbers and use them as lucky numbers, or whatever you would like to do. So it's up to you guys. Whoops, and a number just fell out of the bag. So, number 1 is 43. Number 2 silver is 18. Number 3 bronze. Goodness. Is a 1. Okay, sorry, it was a little hard to turn around and find there. Alright, so far we have 40, 43, 18, and 1. Alright, number 5 blue is 34. It's interesting how you have 43 and 34. And then you have 24. Alright, so we have 43, 18, 1, 34, and 24. Thank you so much for being here and being part of this reading. Please remember to give the video a thumbs up, share the channel with your friends and family, and leave us comments in the comments section, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. All those things are very, very useful to us, and I appreciate them greatly. They really, really, really help the channel out. We have lots of timeless tarot out on the channel that we expect you to go and take a look at and maybe watch some of it. Some of it would be relevant to you. And also you can check us out on TikTok, Facebook, and Patreon. And if you sign up on Patreon for as little as $1 a month, you can have access to our exclusive videos and also possibility of getting to see some other, you get a free reading, a free personalized reading if you do that as well. Alright, so we look forward to seeing you again in future videos, and may the stars guide your path. Bye-bye.